Krishnam Kamalapat.
Krishnam Kamalapatraksham
Punya Sravana Kirtanam.
Punya Shravana Kirtanam
Vasudevam Jagadyonim.
Vasudevam Jagatyonim
Naumi Narayanam Harim.
Naumi Narayanam Harim. We actually,
Vyasaya Vishnurupaya.
Vyasaya Vishnu Rupaya
Vyasarupaya Vishnave.
Vyasarupaya Vishnave Vyasarupaya Vishnave.
Namo Vai Brahmanidhaye.
Namo Vai Brahmanidaye Namo Vai Brahmanidaye
Vasisthaya Namo Namaha.
Vasisthaya Namo Namaha Vasisthaya Namo Namaha.
So we are in the speech of Prahlada. What sloka man?
242 complete aindi, sir.
Thank you. So now Yudhishthira Vacha. Please repeat. Om Yudhishthira Vacha.
Om Yudhishthira Vacha. Om Yudhishthira Vacha.
Devarsha.
Devarsha. Devarsha.
Etadichamo veditum.
Etadvichamo veditum. Etadvichamo veditum.
Tavasurata.
Tava subrata. Tava subrata.
Yadatmajaya Shuddhaya.
Yadatmajaya Shuddhaya. Yadatmajaya Shuddhaya.
Pitadhat sadhave hyagam.
Pitadhat sadhavehyakam. Pitadhat sadhavehyakam.
Sri Narada Vacha.
Shri Narada Vacha. Shri Narada Vacha.
Ekada asurarat putraha.
Ekada asurarat putraha. Ekada asurarat putraha.
Ankamaropya Pandava.
Ankamaropya Pandava. Ankamaropya Pandava.
Aprachya Kachyatam Vatsa.
Praprachya Kathyatam Vatsya. Praprachya Kathyatam Vatsya.
Manyate sadhu yat bhavan.
Manyate sadhu yat bhavan. Manyate sadhu yat bhavan.
So Yudhishthira is also a participant in Bhagavatam. In fact, in the first skanda of Bhagavatam, we have a summary of the Mahabharata events. Post-war events also are described in Bhagavatam. And they come up to the Parikshit Maharaja who got cursed. And when he got cursed and only 7 days were left for him to leave the world. And then it was a great worry. A Parikshit Maharaj, the last person of the dynasty of Pandavas, and he is going to die. So just to see him, people, rishis, gods, everybody came to him from various places of the cosmos. Not wherever they are from, all of them have gathered in the assembly hall of Parikshit Maharaja and all that, but everybody was not able to do anything for the remedy for the curse. Everybody was remorsing that a great emperor has been given a curse like that, and it is enough. And moreover, the punishment in the form of curse given by the son of the Rishi is so large and serious that it will not be anywhere proportional to the kind of little offense that he has done. What is the offense that Parikshit Maharaja did? He just took a dead serpent and put around the neck of the sage in worship, in tapas. But even by himself, the sage was not at all aware that King Parikshit Maharaja has come near him, has put a question, and when he is not able to get the answer from him out of sheer influence of Kali, or some that he just had a very low idea of putting a dead serpent upon the neck and see that. So this is a very bad idea. That's why we are always driven by the karma. And karma is one accrued by us and also confirmed by the God. But God has got a solution always. What is the solution that God gives for karma reduction? Saraswati?
There are various paths are there. No? One is
No, but directly one answer.
one answer. No?
Bhagavata
Surrender. Surrendering the this thing. No? Whatever.
ఇంకొంచెం ముందుకు పోండి.
ఇంకా ముందుకు పోదాం.
Unconditional acceptance.
ఇంకా ముందుకు పోండి. Go forward.
Or whatever happens, it happens because of prarabdha.
You are all talking on janma, but జన్మలకి కర్మల సమస్యలు కదండి. ఆ జన్మ కృత పాపానాం ప్రాయశ్చిత్తం దినే దినే అంటారు. So every janma is an opportunity, but you should so manage the opportunity that you will stop janma, which means karma is stopped and karma is done for. Therefore, karmana bachyate jantuhu gnanena vimuchyate. If you are attaching gnanam for the janma properly, like sitting before the Bhagavata Saptasati class, then we get moksha. That is, we don't get janma again back. And this janma should be a charma janma, the penultimate one, after which no janma at all. That is what is the target of all people.
It's a long journey, sir. It's a long journey.
So 100 years of life has been granted ordinarily. See, that's what is the problem going on in the Waves conference. Just I'm attending the calendar that Chokkalingam, he came and told that, see, success is not happiness. Happiness is success.
Happiness is success. Okay.
So success is no happiness. So when that is taken as a model, similarly, you have to reverse. Moksham is not happiness. Happiness is moksha. So in that manner, here, what is the point which Atmajaya Suddhaya Pita Adhat? So mana karmalu anni tagipovali ante janmalu maanipovali. అందుకే మీ జాతకం రాసేటప్పుడు ఏం రాస్తారు? జననీ జన్మ సౌఖ్యానాం వర్ధిని కుల సంపదాం లిఖ్యతే జన్మ పత్రిక. చూసారా? అంటే అక్కడ అర్థం ఏంటమ్మా? జననీ జన్మ సౌఖ్యానం. జననము, జనని అంటే అమ్మ నాన్నలు, బంధువులు అందరికీ సౌఖ్యం రావాలి. పిల్లవాడు పుట్టాడు అంటే, పిల్లకాయ పుట్టింది, ఒక అమ్మాయి పుట్టినా అబ్బాయి పుట్టినా జన్మ నుంచి ఏమవుతుందంటే జననీ సౌఖ్యం కావాలి. అంటే అమ్మ నాన్నలు తరించిపోవాలి. వాళ్ళు ఎన్నాళ్ళు ఉంటారు? ఉన్నంత వరకు ఉంటారు, తర్వాత వెళ్ళిపోతారు. మనం కర్మలు చేస్తాం, వాళ్ళు లిబరేట్ అయి వెళ్ళిపోతారు. దేర్ఫోర్ జననీ సౌఖ్యం అండ్ జన్మ సౌఖ్యం ఆల్సో. వాట్ ఈస్ జన్మ సౌఖ్యం అమ్మా? జన్మ సౌఖ్యము అంటే మోక్షం. ఇప్పుడు దానం భోగో నాశ. ఈ భోగమే నమ్ముకుంటే నాశమైపోతుంది, దానమే చేస్తుంటే నాశమైపోతాం. కానీ ఆ నాశనం కాకుండా ఉండడానికి ఏది కావాలి అంటే జ్ఞానార్జన కావాలి. జ్ఞానార్జన నుంచి జన్మ ఉండదు. Therefore,
even if you have knowledge, sir, I have a question. Even if you have a knowledge, correct? Each karma has an action and reaction, correct? So even if we are not doing any karma, correct? Still, like there is even if you are sitting idle, your indriyas or whatever that karmendriyas are working, correct? So you are doing karma, na? Adi yet to stop chasing kimano.
Yogam. Yogena ante. Yogena karma nashaha bhavati. యోగం చేయాలి. అందుకే యోగ మాస్టర్స్కి ఎందుకు మార్కెటింగ్ ఎక్కువ అవుతుంది ఈ రోజుల్లో? బికాస్ యోగము అంటే జ్ఞానం. యు ఆర్ ఏబుల్ టు స్టడీ యువర్ ఓన్ బాడీ, యువర్ ఓన్ సెన్సెస్ and your own things, and trying to do my attraction center. Waves conference is going on, but I cannot continue there. I stopped there and came to this Jnana Margam, Bhagavad Gita. So And when you want to have an elevated platform, you have to have a vairagyam. See, vairagyam is most important as long as we are living. When we are having the vairagyam, that is viragata, that is vinaragam. And మనకి దేని మీద రాగం ఉండాలో అది అటాచ్మెంట్, దేని మీద రాగాన్ని తెంపుకోవాలో అది డిటాచ్మెంట్ కదండి. తెంపుకోవడానికి మనం చాలా ఇష్టపడము. It is very hard job to get yourself disconnected. But you must determine chitta suddhi. That's what I was taking. I don't know whether you heard my speech. అందులో సమాధి, there is what ఐకమత్య సూక్తంలో సమాని వహాకూతి సమచిత్తమేషాం అంటారు. ఇప్పుడు చిత్తము అనేది మోస్ట్ ఇంపార్టెంట్. ఆ చిత్తానికి మనం ఎప్పుడు కూడా వంగిపోవాలి. ఆ చిత్తం వంగిపోయిందంటే జీవితాంతం ఉపయోగపడుతుంది. ఎందుకు వేరే డిస్కషన్కి వద్దామా. సో ది పాయింట్ ఈజ్ any philosopher would always say that one has to have attempts that he will be able to overcome that and get hold on to the state of moksha. And what kind of moksha you get, that's all. But ఈ మోక్షం కూడా 4 players ఉన్నాయి.
I will interrupt, sir. Say this attachment and detachment, correct? So as a human, we have this habit of somewhere we need to get attached to, hooked to, correct? So are you saying that we should detach ourselves from the material and attach with this God, so that
yes, spiritual attach with God means what is God? Good. What is God? Knowledge. What is God? Discipline. What is God? Yoga. That's why Krishna is a Yogeshwareshwara. The entire Bhagavad Gita for 17 chapters, he tries to brainwash Arjuna by saying that Yujjasu Bharata, Yogi Bhava Bharata, and Mayarpita Manobuddhi, Sanyasta Karmanam Nyasam. ఇవన్నీ కీ వర్డ్స్ ఆయన మాస్టర్ కీస్ ఇవన్నీ కూడా క్యాచ్ చేసినాడు. కాబట్టి అర్జునుడు కూడా 18th చాప్టర్లో చెప్తాడు నష్టో మోహ. అర్జును లాంటి వాడు కొన వరకు అప్ టు ఎండ్ హీ వెయిట్స్ ఫార్ ది కంప్లీషన్ ఆఫ్ ది స్పీచ్ బై పరమాత్మ. అండ్ ఇంకా పరమాత్మ స్పీచ్ ఎండ్ చేసినప్పుడు ఏమంటాడు, హౌ డస్ ది ఎండ్, యథేచ్ఛసి తదా కురు అంటాడు. Even a teacher cannot lead the student according to his mind only. A teacher must give option for the student. Question paper lo 100 marks, 5 questions. The student has got option to to fill the answer book or give the empty answer book or fill one question and get out. Like that, all freedom is there in the student, in the upasaka, in the yogic student. But the God, but the acharyas and God, they always put their knowledge without bias. A teacher who teaches without bias is really a God, because vitarati jade pragne vidyam jnanam cha guruhu. Bhagavati chaptadu that in a student, whether he's a 30-mark student or 90% student, but the classroom is common to all. The syllabus is common. Question paper is common and everything is common, but out of commonality, our own karma, our own preparation, our own attachment, our own intelligence and our own interest, etc. Will matter very much. That's why it is said, see, కాబట్టి వీటంతా పికప్ చేసుకోవాలి అంటే ఎవరు కావాలి? సజ్జన సాంగత్యం కా సత్సంగత్వే నిస్సంగత్వం, నిస్సంగత్వే నిర్మోహత్వం, నిర్మోహత్వే నిశ్చలతత్వం, నిశ్చలతత్వే జీవన్ముక్తి అన్నాడు శంకరాచార్యులు భజగోవింద స్తోత్రంలో. ఏమన్నాడు? నిశ్చలమైనటువంటి మనస్సు ఉందంటే అప్పుడు జీవన్ముక్తి. అంటే మీ ముక్తి జీవితంలోనే వస్తుంది. అంటే యు గెట్ రియల్లీ హ్యాపీ వెన్ యూ ట్రై టు గివ్ అప్ సమ్ థింగ్స్, టేక్ ఓన్లీ సెలెక్టెడ్ వన్స్, then you will be happy. You see, hundreds of programs are going on now at this hour in a way. But avannitiki namam petti man Bhagavad Gita కూర్చున్నామంటే, భాగవతాన్ని కూర్చున్నామంటే, is it not a great sacrifice? So we have always that kind of optional.
Choices are there.
Yes.
Multiple choices are there. So we
మల్టిపుల్ థింగ్. ప్రపంచంలో సువర్ణ పుష్పం ఉర్వీం అంటాడు. ఈ ఉర్విలో ఎన్నెన్ని రకాలటువంటి బంగారు పువ్వులు ఉన్నాయంటే అన్ని రకాలు ఉన్నాయి. See, a wise man will have wise habits also as బంగారు. వాడికి ఎంత చెప్పినా కూడా రెస్టారెంట్కి పోయి ఇడ్లీ సాంబార్ తినరా అంటే వాడు ఇంకో చోట వెళ్ళి తాగి వస్తాడు. ఏం చేస్తాం? కాబట్టి ఇక్కడ చూసారా, దేవర్ష ఇచ్చామహ వేదితం తవ సూరత. సూరత అంటే యు ఆర్ ఎ డిసిప్లైన్డ్ ఫెలో. ఏమి, వాట్ ఈస్ దట్ డిసిప్లైన్డ్? నారద మహర్షి సూరత. బికాస్ సుఖం వ్రతం యస్య సహ సూరత, సుష్టు వ్రతం యస్య సహ సువ్రత, సుతరాం వ్రతం యస్య సహ. వ్రతం అంటే డిసిప్లైన్. అంటే మంచి డిసిప్లైన్ పెట్టుకుని ఎప్పుడు నారాయణ 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 3 లోకాలు సంచారం చేసినా కూడా, ఎవరెవరికి ఎటువంటి వార్తలు అందించినా కూడా నారాయణ శృతిని మాత్రం వదిలిపెట్టలేడు. And so he is called, and he has absolute devotion upon Narayana. And also that's why he is such a past master of bhakti levels. He wrote Narada Bhakti Sutras. ఇంకెవరు రాయలేదు భక్తి సూత్రాలు. అందరూ భక్తి కావ్యాలు రాశారు, రకరకాల వర్ణన చేశారు. శంకర has written సౌందర్యలహరి భక్తి కావ్య, అండ్ శివానంద లహరి ఇంకా కొంచెం ఫార్వర్డ్ భక్తి కావ్య. We have Jayadeva, Gita Govinda is there, and we have got Kulashekhar Arwal, who wrote Mukundamala Stotram. So many stotras are there which are trying to make an exposition of the bhakti. Why? Because bhakti is helping you to get yourself identified and become one with that. Therefore, అంటే ఎవరైతే భక్తుడో వాడు సూరతుడు. వాడి నుంచి, భక్తుల నుంచి భయం లేదు మనకు. దేవుడికి భయం కానీ మనకు భయం లేదు. ఎందుకంటే భక్తులు ఎప్పుడూ హారం చేయరు. అండ్ మోరవర్ వాళ్ళు దే విల్ నాట్ పెరిష్. నమే భక్తాః ప్రణశ్యంతి, నమే భక్తాః ప్రణశ్యంతి. Krishna gave a promise. Ultimately, my devotees will always win the race. And who is the bhakta? కళ్యాణ కృతు. ఎవడైతే కళ్యాణాలు చేస్తుంటాడో, ఎవడైతే మంచి పనులు చేస్తుంటాడో, వాడు నా కళ్యాణ కృతాత కష్టి దుర్గతిని గచ్చతి. వాడు దుర్గతిలో పోడు. దుర్గతికి పోయినా కూడా వాడు ఉద్ధారం అవుతాడు. ఆ ఇట్లా దుర్గతి, సుగతి, నోగతి, all these things are there coming under the word of vratam. And now the particular example he comes to. This puts a specific example. What is the specific example? Atmajaya Suddhaya. Atmaja ante yavaru? Prahaladudu. Who is Prahalada? Suddha. He is pure. Pita adhat sadhave agam. So పిత హిరణ్యకశిపుడు ఏం చేశాడు? అఖం పాపాలు ఎన్ని చేశాడంటే వాడికి కావాల్సింది చేశాడు. అండ్ అప్పుడు ఎట్లా ఇది ఏమవుతుంది? ఐ వాంట్ టు నో హౌ దట్ కైండ్ ఆఫ్ థింగ్ హ్యాస్ హ్యాపెండ్ అంటే, అప్పుడు నారద మహర్షి జస్ట్ ప్రహ్లాదుని ఇంట్రడ్యూస్ చేసి స్టాప్ అయిపోతాడు. ఆ నారద రిప్లై ఏంటి చెప్పాను కదా, ఎవ్రీ ప్రాబ్లమ్ హ్యాస్ గాట్ ఎ సొల్యూషన్. If your front door is closed, back door is open. You cannot have a house built without back door. ఒక్క డోర్తోనే ఉండలేవు నువ్వు, ఇంకో డోర్ పెట్టుకునే ఉండాలి. బికాస్ దట్ ఈస్ ది ఓపెనింగ్ అండ్ ఎస్కేప్. చూసారా, వెన్ ఆ లాక్షాగృహంలో పాండవులకు లక్క ఇల్లు కట్టించి మోసం చేసి, when that was burnt or put in fire, you look at the Bhima, he made one sarangam and took all his brothers and mother and wife out from the Lakshagruha, but impression to everybody was they are burnt. And that is we have got those examples and may not be common to any and everybody. Everybody has got escape modes. So వాళ్ళ context, circumstances, availability and abilities. And these are all the important gadgets or pramanas through which they will be able to get rid of that. So now Narada tries to give a explanation. See, Asura Rat means the king of the demons. Hiranyakasipu. Em chesadu ekada, one time only. Em chesadu ante in his lifetime he dandled his boy Prahlada only once. అంటే అంత ప్రేమ వచ్చేసింది కొడుకు కడా కొడుకు కదా వాడు. సో లాస్ట్ బాయ్, సో హీ గాట్ లాట్ ఆఫ్ లవ్ అపాన్ ద బాయ్ అండ్ హీ మేడ్ హిమ్ సిట్ అప్ ఆన్ ది ల్యాప్ అండ్ దెన్ ఆస్క్డ్ ఎ క్వశ్చన్, బాబు what is best for you, what do you think it is best? Then Prahlada is such a general person, he doesn't care anybody, but he care only Narayana. దేవుడు మాత్రమే ఇంపార్టెంట్, ఇంకేది ఇంపార్టెన్స్ లేదు. అటువంటి వాళ్ళు భక్తులు ఎంతమంది ఉన్నారు చూడండి. దెర్ ఆర్ సో మెనీ వారియర్స్ ఆల్సో. రాష్ట్రభక్తి కోసం కిత్తూరు చెన్నమ్మ, ఝాన్సీ రాణి, we have got so many lady officers, lady warriors, and including Satyabhama. అప్పుడు సత్యభామ ఇప్పుడే కృష్ణుడు ఫెయింట్ అయిపోతాడు యుద్ధం చేస్తూ. సరస్వతి is making me to go away into Bhagavatam.
No,
so
it's okay.
Anyway, it's also an important thing when suddenly
Yes.
Satyabhama and see Krishna never went to war along with his wife. But Satyabhama offered that I will come to fight to the fight with Banasura and others, Narakasura, whatever it is. Then when her husband soon and was on in the chariot lo faint padipotune, then Satyabhama amma ఆమె చేసింది, she is a warrior, because Satyabhamaకి ఇచ్చిన వరాలు, Satyabhamaకి ఇచ్చిన love is exclusively different from all the 1008 wives. And Satyabhama అవుతుంది పోతన చక్కగా పాఠం చెప్తాడు, పద్యం రాస్తాను. శ్రీ బొమ్మ పెండ్లిండ్లకు పోనెల్ల నలుబాల రణరంగమునకెట్లు బోధలంచే మ్రాకునకు తీగూర్పంగా లేని తన్వి బాణాసనంబు ఎట్లు చేసే అని మొదలెడతాడు పోతన. అంటే పేరంటానికి రామ్మ అని చెప్పి పేరంటానికి పిలిస్తే, బొమ్మ పెండ్లికి రమ్మని చెప్పి పిలిస్తే పోను అనేటువంటి ఉన్నటువంటి అమ్మాయి అంటే దట్స్ వెరీ ఈజీ థింగ్. రణరంగానికి ఎట్లా వెళ్ళింది, చెట్టుకు తీగను అల్లించడం కష్టపడే అమ్మాయి ఎట్లా, హౌ షీ వాజ్ ఏబుల్ టు ఫిక్స్ ద arrow into the bow and then fight in the war అని చక్కగా ఆయన వర్ణిస్తారు సత్యభామ. సత్యభామ అని సత్యభామ. సో అట్లా ఇక్కడ ఆ సత్యత్వము ఈజ్ దేర్ ఇన్ దట్ సత్యభామ. So here also Ankamar, see Kachyatam Vatsa Manyate Sadhu Bhavan Yat Sadhu Vadyate. See, there are so many people who consider many things as good. And Athan Rashtralo, everybody thinks that Hiranyakasapaya Namaha అని చెప్పడమే సాధు అనుకుంటారు, లేకపోతే వాళ్ళు జైల్లో వేసేస్తారు. కానీ బోల్డ్గా తన కొడుకే తొడ మీద కూర్చోబెట్టుకున్నప్పుడు ఏమంటాడు, నారాయణుడు బెస్ట్ అంటాడు. Then he becomes angry and he pushes him down and then he takes him as an enemy. That's what we find in the 245th slokam. And now let us read the 246. Please repeat. Paraswatmetya sadgraha.
Paraswatchetya sadgraha. Paraswatsvat Chetya sadgraha
Pumsam yanmayaya krutaha.
Pumsam yanmayaya krutaha. Pumsam yanmayaya krutaha.
Vimohita dhiyam drushtaha.
Vimohita dhiyam drushtaha. Vimohita dhiyam drushtaha.
Tasmai bhagavate namaha.
Tasmai bhagavate namaha. Tasmai bhagavate namaha.
Yatha brahmyati ayo brahman.
Yatha brahmyata yayo brahman. Yatha Brahmyata Yayo Brahman
Swayam Akarsha Sannidhau
Swayamakarsh Sannidhau Swayamakarsh Sannidhau
Tatha me bhidyate chetah
Tatha me bhityate chetah Tatha me bhityate chetah
Chakrapanehe yadruchaya.
Chakrapanau yadruchaya Chakrapanau yadruchaya.
What a beautiful answer. You see, Paraswatma iti sangraha pumsam yat mayaya krutaha vimohita dhyam drushtaha tasmai bhagavate namaha. So it is Paramatma who is able to cast Maya upon all people. And when you attach yourself to Paramatma Bhagavan, then people get rid of the moha and they become really enjoying their original intelligence and devotion. How like 247, say ayaha yatha brahmyati akarsha sannidhau brahman. Oh Brahman, Brahman akarsha nidhau. Okay, summoning of a magnet undante, before a magnet, the iron filings get come and cling to that. But like that, the all Paramatma is like that, who will be attracting all people who are otherwise engaged. Swayam akarsha sannidhau Brahman Brahmyati. Brahmyati means chalanam. All iron filings lose their identity, they go and cling to that magnetic bar. Tatha me bhidyate chetaha chakrabanehe yadruchaya. In the same manner, I am one whose mind is being completely broken and attracted only to Mahavishnu, who is having the Sudarshan Chakra in his hand. So the Sudarshan Chakra means what? Protective weapon. Chetulo Aidhamunnavadu Rakshimpagaladu. The fellow who will be having a weapon in hand, he can protect you. That's why of all Ramas, Kulkarni avare, welcome. Of all the Ramas, which Rama you make worshipping? Kodanda Rama, is it not? You don't much bother about Kalyana Rama, Pattavi Rama, Nanda Rama, Sita Rama. No. You have a photograph of Kodandarama in your house because the Kodanda is Dhanus. Similarly, for Vishnu, Chakra is the one, Sudarshan Chakra is one which is there in his hand. Therefore, Chakrapane. And Adu Yadruchaya, Akasmatra, by fortune, it will be happening. And therefore, my mind, though I am put in the circumstances all around, in my own manner, under your stewardship, but still my mind is getting divided to Paramatma. It is like the iron rod getting clinging to the magnetic bar. So who is the magnet? Paramatma is the magnet. And we have all iron filings and we get attached to that. Similarly, when you go to a temple, the Dvajastambha is the mark where from the magnetic field of the Paramatma inside the sanctum sanctorium begins. That's why you're always advised to leave your chappals or your footwear before the Dvajastambham. And right from Dvajastambham, you are requested to walk barefoot because you are not supposed to carry all the other etc. So like that, and sometimes also they will supply water that as you step into the threshold of the temple, your feet are automatically washed as you see in the Tirumala temple upstairs. Then you want to, and before you enter, your feet is automatically got wet because constant flow of water is there. So like that, that is what is called as a Suddhaya. So Suddhi is having a lot of folds. And one thing is that begins from the washing your feet, washing your hands, like that. And moreover, it is Chakrapani. Chakrapani, Vishnu. he has got a chakra in his hand, so in his hand like that. And what are the modes that you can get yourself clinging to the Paramatma? There is not one way. Just now Saraswati said, I want to do this way, that way, that way to reduce the karma. But there are all ways out to reduce the karma, which you can operate when you are healthy, sound health, sound body, and all that. But that actually, when you are having that kind of devotional activity, your laziness is suppressed, and your spiritual strength or fervor will get enhanced. And what are the modes through which you can enhance things? Please repeat. Sravanam Kirtanam Vishno.
Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuho Vishnuho. Shravanam Kirtanam Vishnuho.
Smaranam Padasevanam.
Smaranam Padasevanam. Smaranam Padasevanam.
Archanam Vandanam Dasyam.
Archanam Vandanam Dasyam. Archanam Vandanam Dasyam.
Sakyamatmanivedanam.
Sakyamatmanivedanam. Sakyamatmanivedanam.
Matihina Krishne Parataha.
Matirna Krish Mati
Matirna Krishne.
Matirna Krishne Parataha. Matirna Krishne Parataha.
Swato va mitho.
Swato va Swato piva mito. Swato piva mito.
Abhipadyeta.
Avipadyeta. Avipadyeta.
Gruhavratanam.
Grahavratanam.
Adanta Gobhir.
Adanta gobhir.
Vishatanta Misram.
Vishatam tastamisram. Vishatam tamisram.
Punah punascharitva.
Punah punascharitva. Punah punascharitva.
Charvananam.
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 So look here, he has given you Sravanam. Keep on listening to the story of the praise of Paramatma. Kirtanam, you keep on singing the glory qualities of Vishnu. Or Smaranam, keep on remembering the God always. How do you remember? Gachan, Tishtan, Bhunjan, Dhavan. Whatever karma you are doing, you just keep Paramatma in your head at the bottom. That's exactly the thesis of Krishna in Bhagavad Gita. Mayarpita mano bhiddhihi mano buddhihi ma manusmara yudhyacha. Anusmarana you have got to be doing every day, every time, every minute. So that's what is called smaranam. And padasevanam, you have to make worship the padas, Narayana padas. Then archanam, you have to do puja. Vandanam, namaskaram. Dasyam, service, seva. And sakhyam, friendship. Atmanivedanam, surrender yourself, everything to him. సో ఆత్మనివేదంలో మీకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ ఏమిటమ్మా సరస్వతి తెలుసు కదా భగవద్గీతలో ఏమంటాడు అర్జునుడు కుల్కండి ఎవరో జ్ఞాపక ಬಂತ భగవద్గీతಲ್ಲಿ అను మీకు అన్నీ తెలుసు చెప్తే అవును అంటారు ఎస్ Arjuna says, Sishyasteham shadhimam prapannam. Is it not?
Yes.
He says, I'm your Sishya, I'm your Sevaka, and I'm obedient to you. And you must, I have submitted everything before you, and I'm sitting before you. So you can rule me. Okay. So that's exactly what is called as Abhipadyeta, Padasevanam, then Archanam, then Vandanam, Dasyam, Sakhyam, Atmanivedanam. And more, and another measure is Matihina Krishna, losing your mind and attention upon Krishna. If you were to put your mind, concentration, focus, fretting, etc., Parataha Swatova Mithova Vibhajyeta Gruhavratanam. Samanyanga Gruhavratas means our domestic family men. ఈ సంసారంలో ఉన్న వాళ్ళందరూ కూడా householders. And how are they? They are always engrossed in others, in their own self, or in both of them, in them. And this is how they try to spend their time. They work for others, they work for themselves, they work for the family. And that's exactly what Tyagaraja in one of the Pancharatna Kirtanas tell you, Dudu Kadala Nanne Dora Kodaku Brochuno. Is it not? Telsa Maniku? Endaro Mahanubhavulu. So Duduku is all that when you do not at all pay attention to you and pay attention to Paramatma, then you are all that. So God is there, the monitor behind. See, all people see picture for 3 hours in the cinema hall. Saraswati, Nijama? Yavadana Talatippi, a projector చూస్తాడంటే వెనకల.
Maybe 1%.
How many people look at that? Only when screen మీద సినిమా డమ్ అయిందంటే అప్పుడు వెనక్కి తిరుగుతాడు.
True.
ಹೌದ್ರಾ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡವ್ರೆ?
ಹೌದು ಸರ್, ಹೌದು, ರೈಟ್.
2 ಗಂಟೆ 3 ಗಂಟೆ ಕಾಲ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನೇ ನೋಡ್ತಾ ಇರ್ತೀವಿ. ಆ ಸ್ಕ್ರೀನ್ ಮೇಲೆ ಗೊಂಬೆಗಳು ಬರಬೇಕು, ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಬರಬೇಕು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕಾರಣ ಯಾವುದು? ಬಲ್ಬು, ಲೈಟ್ ಅಲ್ವಾ?
Yes, sir.
So our light is Krishna Paramatma. That's what we understand.
Okay.
Krishna matihi na. You never think of the projector which is giving you all that show to you on the screen. But screen is only white cloth.
Okay. Yes.
And when there is picturization upon, projection upon that, you think that is all real. That's what Bhagavata Vyasa Bhagavan is telling. Krishna matihi kuru. Then parataha swataha mithaha vibhajyeta na gruhavratanam. And again adanta gobi vishatanta visram punah punascharitva charvananam. So we have to keep on repeating again and again when we don't take concern to the noble things. And again, Bhagavan, Vyasa says in next slokam, sloka number 249-50. Nate viduswarthagatim hi.
Nate viduswarthagatim hi. Nate viduswarthagatim hi.
Vishnum durashayaye.
Vishnum durashayaye. Vishnum durashayaye.
Bahirarthamaninaha. Andha yatha andhaihi.
Upaniyamana.
Vachi satam triya.
Vachi shatantyaya.
Urudam nibaddhaha.
Urudam nibadhaha.
So this is all the answer by Prahlada to his father, Hiranyakasipu. He is indirectly, he is criticizing or pointing out how the behavior of his father Hiranyakasipu is going on. And indirectly, because he cannot directly advise his father, because so he was telling, Nate viduhu swarthagatim hi Vishnum. People do not remember Vishnu because they are all submerged in their own personal gains. And bahirarthamaninaha durasayayai. So for having greed, they keep on increasing, enhancing their riches by one or the other means. It is all like a blind man leading another blind man, and both of them are in danger when they are in movement. So That's why you people, if you are there, if your people are there, both of you are blind. You are blind of Vishnu, and you make others also blind who are already blind of Vishnu because of your power. Therefore, there is no kind of enlightenment and upliftment of that. And this is what is the impression or advice given by Prahlada to his father, that there are these 9 forms of worship is there, and you, those people who do not have mind upon Krishna, and then they behave like that, and then they will know it is only repetition, and it is like blinded by samsaric attractions. So that is not at all. So in 251 sloka, yes, Kulkarni avare heli, ityukto paratam putram.
Athens, sir. 251.
251. Ityuktaha. Chikta, 251 sloka. Ityuktaha uparatam putram.
1 second, sir. Page number 44. Sir, it took.
Ityukto paratam.
It took to paratam
Putram. Hiranyakasipu rusha.
Hiranyakashipu rusha
Andhikrutatma.
Anghi
Sotsangat.
Sotsanjat
Nirasyata mahitale.
Tirascha mahitale.
So when Prahlad said that much, uparatam putram, uparatam means stopped. So the son Prahlada spoke that much and stopped his speech. Then Hiranyakasipu, Rusha, with great anger, what he did, Andhi Krutatma, he lost control over his own self. See, Andhi Krutatma, Kritatma, Punitatma, and Amrutatma, and Vimuktatma. Saraswati, are you following these words? So, Nirmuktam, Nitya Muktam, Mukti is what is important. If the Mukti is not at all on the road, what would happen is Andhi Kruta Atma. And so, when Atma, your own personal gains and mind and all that became Andhi, darkened or blinded by anger, he simply threw the boy down the ground from his lap. Iti Srimad Bhagavata Saptasatyam.
Iti Srimad Bhagavata Saptyam. Iti Srimad Bhagavata Saptyam.
Panchamodhyaya.
Panchamodhyayah.
Pare Brahmanya
Saptashatyam kadu sir adi? Saptashatyam kadu?
Saptasati. Srimad Bhagavata Saptasati.
Oh, okay. Srimad Bhagavata Sapta.
Satyam Panchamodhyaya. Here concludes the 5th chapter in the Bhagavata Saptasati. Now, Pare Brahmanya Nirdesye, Chapandi.
Pare Brahmanya Nirdeshyai. Pare Brahmanya Nirdeshyai.
Bhagavati Akhalatmani.
Bhagavati Akhilatmani. Bhagavati Akhilatmani.
Yuktatmanya Phala Asan.
Yuktatmanya Phala Asan. Yuktatmanya Phala Asan.
Apunyasyeva Satkriyaha.
Punyasyeva Tatkriyaha. अपुण्यस्येव तत्क्रियाः.
Prahlada uvacha
प्रह्लाद उवाच
hanta arbhaka me
हंतार्भका मे ఇక్కడ హంతార్థభకా మే రాసి ఉంది.
hanta no correct ma hanta arbhaka me srunuta split ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ hanta is ಆಶ್ಚರ್ಯಂ, arbhaka is the boy, me means my, srunuta, oh my dear boy, I am surprised. Srunuta vacho vaha sarvata shivam.
वचो वः सर्वतः शिवं. वचो वः सर्वतः शिवं.
Vayasyan pasyata
वयस्यान् पश्यता. वयस्यान् पश्यता.
mrutan kridanto
मृतान् क्रीडन्तो. मृतान् क्रीडन्तो.
ma pramadyata.
मा प्रमाद्यत. मा प्रमाद्यत.
न purapi vayam balaha
न पुरापि वयं बाला. न पुरापि वयं बाला.
atmanotha priyaishinah
आत्मनोऽर्थे प्रियैषिणः. आत्मनोऽर्थे प्रियैषिणः.
guruktamapि na grahyam
गुरुक्तमपि न ग्राह्यं.
guruktamapि
गुरुक्तमपि न ग्राह्यम्.
yadanarthe arthakalpanam.
यदनर्थेऽर्थकल्पनम्. यदनर्थेऽर्थकल्पनम्.
So now he says vayasyan pasyata mrutan kridanto ma pramadyata. So he says hanta arbhaka me srunuta. Hiranyakasipu will say, oh boy, please return. And vachaha sarvataha shivam. So look at my words, which are very much peace providing in all respects. Vayasyan pasyata. Please observe our own friends who are all dead. And kridantaha ma pramadyata. So I have given a lot of punishment to many children, and they are all playing, but they could not. They died because of me. Please do not commit that kind of danger. Ma pramadyata. Don't give scope for that. And in the next sloka, he means na purapi vayam balaha atmanaha atha priyaishanaha guruktamapi nagrahyam yadanarthe arthakalpam. So arthe anarthe arthakalpanam. So where there is no meaning in expressions, trying to assign meaning for them, and that kind of statements, though uttered by the gurus, we are not supposed to accept it. Though it is quite good to us, but if you want to have a betterment for your own atma, atmanaha priyaishinaha atha. So if you want to do good for yourself, don't accept those interpretations done for all unhelpful statements given out. So this is what is the advice given by Prahlada and all that. So
I have a question, uncle. So Hamta Arbaka me Shrunata Vacho va Sarvata Shivam, that is told by Hiranyakashipu or that is told by Prahlada?
Hiranyakasipu is telling that.
Okay. Oh.
See, Arbhaka addressing Prahlada, and Hiranyakasipu is talking that. And Hanta Arbhaka Me Shrunuta. Okay, me Shrunuta ante Sarvataha Shivam. No, wait. No.
Instead
Wait.
of Prahlada Uvacha, it
No,
should
this is not Hiranyakasipu. It is a talk by Prahlada.
Oh.
So I'm sorry. Hanta Arbhakaha. So he is again addressing all his classmates.
Oh.
Then it will have a meaning. The talk given by him, he is telling Hanta Arbhakaha Me Srunuta Sarvataha Shivam Vachaha Vayasyan Pasyata Mrutan Kridantaha Ma Pramadhyata. Very good, Amma. Anu Garu, you have put me on the right track. So here it is, of course, forget about Hiranyakasipu. Hiranyakasipu threw him down on the ground and he is disappeared from the scene. Now, because the Bhagavatam, the selection of stanzas go to only fruitful and useful statements and text. Therefore, suddenly he jumps to the speech of Prahlada, which will be full of Vedantic knowledge, which will be full of truthful knowledge, and trying to make the children, his own classmates, to get a kind of awakening that they cannot trust much the emperor now ruling, but they must only trust Vishnu, and Vishnu will not give up the, because why they should take the words of Prahlada, and even if the gurus are giving lessons, but don't give meaning for them, because they are trying to say all hopeless sentences. I mean, meaning for that, don't do it, and it is not going to be useful. That's why Pura Vayam Balaha Atmanaha Priyeshinaha. So we are all children interested in our own prosperity and growth. So anarthe arthakalparam yatu guruktam nakrahyam. Even the teachers are trying to impress on you, giving interpretation for the scriptures in a negative manner, that you should not admit. Because Veda Lopala, in Vedas, we have got all kinds of statements tenable for all sorts of interpretations. See, why so many religions have come, so many Swamijis are there, so many Matakartas are there, because everybody has got freedom to interpret the Vedas or interpret the knowledge, or they have scope to interpret the wisdom in a different manner, and see that people are convinced and they come on to their line. And one more point is, those people within the religion, they don't quarrel, but those without the religion, they quarrel. So like that, it is going on. So my daughter is holding music session with all her students. I am supposed to give a valedictory talk. So today we stop here. Next week we have got our annual day celebrations, and that will be keeping going up to your 10:30. So next 2 days we will have only this our Veda Adhyayana Kendra annual day session. Afterwards we continue with this Bhagavatam. Moreover, December last week is a vacation time for everybody, and we used to get Christmas holidays. So I think we'll meet again after next week. Okay. Om Swasti.
Om Swasti.
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Krishnarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu.
Sarvam Shri Matrucharanaravindarpanamastu. Sorry, sir.
Om Tatsatu.
Om Tatsatu.
Thank you.